You got my buddy who's celebrating the birth of his new son, and three kids that he has all healthy, and then my other buddy who's lying in a bed. Welcome back to Truth Between Lines. It has been an amazing week. If you can't tell, I got a new set, new stage. Yay, I got a new desk, I got a new rug. I'm pretty excited about everything. Thanks for all the constructive criticism you guys gave me. It's one of those things is I started this and I love Donald Trump and his presidency and all the things he's got going on. But at a certain point, this is not necessarily that channel. That I'm not a shock jock. I'm not going to be, sky is falling or all the other things and the rah rah, right wing, MAGA. The idea behind this whole thing was really, an outlet for me to talk about the things that are important, but also just not to forget the stories that are out there. Because there's so many things that on a 24-hour news cycle that get kind of swept under the rug and you forget about things. And I don't want to forget about those things. We need to talk about it. And there's a lot of things you just miss because you're so busy with life that when you slow down and be like, hey, did you see this? And people are like, no, I didn't know that was happening. So that's the idea. So I kind of just put up some bookcases and some things and behind me. And again, it's not necessarily overall controversial, but at the same time, we talk about a bunch of subjects that a lot of people have different opinions about. So that was the whole thing. That's the whole premise. And it just gives me an outlet to talk about it because I got all these ideas and, it's hard to go to sleep sometimes because I'm worried like, oh, what's going to happen with the country? What's going to happen with this? So then I digress a little bit and I talk about the little week and I was at a funeral. Check out my shorts on YouTube or Instagram or whatever else. I did some shorts about my grandfather. I'm going to keep doing those because the stories are just kind of endless. I mean, it's amazing. Every time I talk to somebody new, they tell me a new story. So look for those shorts. But his second of 3 funerals, I mean, that's how good of a guy he was. He actually is getting 3 completely different funerals in 3 different states. Okay, pretty amazing story. But we'll keep going with that. But the second of 3, and I was in Parker, Arizona at a campground and all of his motorcycle buddies and just a lot of good people that have known him longer than I've been alive. My opening joke when I was talking was, hey, guess what, guys? You might have known my grandfather longer, but I've known my grandfather all of my life. And not all of you can say that. So that was my opening joke. I kind of lose this luster now, but it was tough. It was tough to say goodbye, to be there, to hear the stories from the other guys and girls. And it's amazing how much lives that man touched. But another thing today, I mean, God, today is emotional day as well. One of my best friends had his 3rd child today, and I'm very excited for him. Healthy baby boy, all the weight, all the height, just perfect across the scale. Mother's doing great, so I'm so fantastically excited for him. And mom, and just it's amazing. And then I got another buddy that I've known for a couple of years now that is lying in a hospital bed today. He had earlier this week he had a liver transplant. He got bad cards. He got bad cards. He just got a bad liver. Not a drinker, not a guy that parties. He just got dealt a bad hand. And he thankfully he got a new liver, but his kidneys aren't kind of reacting, coming back online. So when they got to shut everything down, to replace everything and then kind of like reboot everything, and the kidneys aren't following. So I don't know all the information. I'm not a doctor. I hardly know anything, but I just know he needs prayers. So on the life is so fragile with everything. I mean, on the one hand, you got my buddy who's celebrating the birth of his new son and three kids that he has all healthy, and then my other buddy who's lying in a bed. So it's tough. It's tough, And for my grandfather, I just want to say he lived life to the fullest, 94 years old. But God, his one job in life was to make things better for everybody else, no matter who he ran into. He was the guy that when he asked, "Hey, what's your name?" and you tell him your name, and he'd be like, "Okay," and it actually meant something to him to learn your name. And if he saw you 6 months later, he would know your name. That's what he did. It was an amazing skill. I hope I can try that. But the name meant to somebody, to him, and he took that and he made people laugh. And life is fragile, guys. Just love your family, love your friends. Take the moment to say a prayer. Take the moment to text somebody, call somebody, and just say, hey man, I'm just thinking about you. I was here, I was doing nothing, and you popped in my head, and you're important to me, and you just keep doing what you're doing because you're a good friend. And do that now. Do it now. Turn this crap off. Just do it now. Enjoy your friends. Enjoy your family. Just take care of yourself. Okay. But to all the good people out there, I appreciate the support, the sponsors, the views, comment, like. Again, this is a channel for talking about certain things, and I want to hear comments. I mean, I don't know everything at all, but I'm trying, and I can only learn by what I learn from other people. And but life is precious, so take care. All right, so look for more later on. It's been a long week for me, a bit emotional, and but I appreciate it. Thanks for the support. Between the lines.